welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're heartily welcome, and please do consider clicking on that red and blue subscribe button to get yourself subscribed to this channel. Also turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. On this channel, I upload contents on how you can naturally solve most of your health issues, benefits of so many natural things, DIYs, and so many more. So if you're interested in this kind of content topics, do continue watching this channel. Today I'll also be talking about ED. Do you know that a whole lot of men suffer from ED without even realizing that? That is because most of the guys suffer what is called a temporarily erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction that is temporal, meaning that it is not permanent. So you see a guy telling you that he has ever suffered erectile dysfunction, that he doesn't even know what it is. While in most cases he has, it's just that it stopped. He has, but somehow it got corrected along the way and he didn't notice it. And the most difficult part of this whole thing, being unable to recognize ED when it comes to you, is that maybe before you realize that it might have gone into what is called the permanent erectile dysfunction, meaning the most severe case of erectile dysfunction. This is where you see doctors telling you that this cannot be treated and you see yourself living in this agony for the rest of your life. So if you don't want to be this person that is having this kind of bad faith, let me tell you signs of erectile dysfunction, so that whenever you have erectile dysfunction, you'll be able to detect it. Okay? And also I'm going to help you with the causes of erectile dysfunction and also how to fix it. How can I make this video without telling you what to do to fix it? Alright guys, let's start with the signs or the symptoms of erectile dysfunction. Now, the very first symptom is if you cannot maintain an erection. That is number one symptom of erectile dysfunction, because some people will have that erection, but somehow maybe your erection that used to last like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, you see it cutting itself down to 2 minutes, and you'll be asking yourself, why? This is not me. This is because that is called erectile dysfunction. You are suffering from erectile dysfunction. So you see, your joystick might still be hard as ever, but somehow the time has reduced. If this is you, please know that you are suffering from ED, erectile dysfunction. Now, the second symptoms of erectile dysfunction is if you cannot keep up an erection. Yes, if you cannot even have the erection at all. That is erectile. In fact, this is the most popular sign of erectile dysfunction. If you cannot keep an erection at all, it cannot come up, then this is erectile dysfunction, no doubt. Another sign of erectile dysfunction is if you lose sensitivity, if you are having something that is called the penile insensitivity. So if your penis has lost its sensitivity, this is another sign of erectile dysfunction. Okay, so you see, you have different signs of erectile dysfunction that will help you notice when you have a problem and when to seek for help. Another good sign of erectile dysfunction is if you lack interest in sex. That means it's another form of erectile dysfunction, another sign of erectile dysfunction, which means that you should look for help. Okay, you should ask for help. Now we have gone through some of the signs of erectile dysfunction. Let's talk about what causes erectile dysfunction. Now, the very first thing I'm going to tell you is zinc. If you have low levels of zinc in your body, my brother, you are going to suffer from erectile dysfunction, because there are things that zinc helps you with as a man. Let me first of all tell you the benefits of zinc. You know, zinc is a trace mineral, right? It helps you to maintain your sleep. Yes, if you have enough levels of zinc in your body, you are going to sleep very well. And remember, if you sleep very well, you are going to perform very well, because stress does not help anybody. Understand that? Because when you are stressed out, you cannot perform, you cannot even last no matter how you try. So zinc is going to help you avoid or minimize sex. Okay, now zinc is a mineral, like I told you before, a trace mineral that is vital in the growth, is vital in immunity, and is also vital in a person's reproduction. Not just that, zinc can also help you to improve your sperm quality and quantity. I know this last one is something that will interest you. So you see why it is important to increase your zinc level and also take note of your zinc levels at all times. Now we have talked about that, the fact that zinc causes erectile dysfunction. Let me tell you what to do to increase your zinc intake. Okay, now the very first thing is to eat foods rich in zinc. Now I think this should be the only thing I would say. Increase your zinc intake. Now let me list some foods that are very good, that has high amount of zinc. Now you talk about oysters. If you know oysters, you should eat that a lot. But in Nigeria, I don't think oysters are something you can easily find. But if you can easily find oysters, please eat them, okay? Then eat seeds like flax seeds, you eat like pumpkin seeds or sesame seeds. These are very good to increase your zinc intake, your zinc levels. Another thing is meat. If you are a lover of meat, please increase the quantity, okay? Especially if you are O positive, please increase the quantity of meat. Eat a lot of meat. Another thing you should take to increase your zinc quantity is please take eggs. You know, my last video I talked about how eggs helps you in the other room. Please eat enough eggs, boiled eggs, not fried eggs, okay? Now another thing you should eat to increase your zinc level is please my brother, eat vegetables. I know most of you don't like vegetables, but there are a lot of green leafy vegetables. So if you're in Nigeria, please eat ugu. Ugu can be cooked in different ways. You can use it to cook yam porridge, you can use it to cook soups, you can use it to even make this dry fish and stockfish. So you have different recipes, different good foods, meals to prepare with ugu. That is if you are living in Nigeria. If you're outside Nigeria, please eat any other leafy vegetables you can find, like spinach. Just eat a whole lot of green leafy vegetables, okay? Now if you have mushroom, please eat mushroom. If you can lay your hands on mushroom, eat mushrooms, because they are so good and they have good level of zinc in them. Another thing you should take is nuts. Now I love nuts. If you do love nuts like I do, please eat nuts like cashew nuts and almond nuts, okay? Now whole grains are something that is also good in zinc. They have good quantity of zinc in them. So when you talk about whole grains, we'll be talking about millet, we'll be talking about brown rice, we'll be talking about oats. So eat all these things and you find yourself increasing your zinc levels, okay? Now we've talked about the fact that zinc can cause erectile dysfunction and the foods you should eat to increase that zinc quantity. Let me now tell you something else that can cause erectile dysfunction, and that is excessive masturbation. I know most of you masturbate for different reasons. Yes, people have their own reason for masturbation. People masturbate because their partner is not around. People just masturbate just to feed their sexual fantasy. But whatever reason you have to masturbate, just know that masturbation, especially excessive masturbation, can have a negative effect on your penile health. So to stop that, please, number one thing you should focus on is reducing the number of times you masturbate. That is, if you cannot stop it entirely, please reduce the number of times you masturbate. Know this, masturbation damages the nerves, and this can lead to future erectile dysfunction, because some of you will be like, I masturbate and nothing is happening to me. Nothing might be happening to you right now, but in future you still suffer from some level of erectile dysfunction, if not severe, because like I said before, masturbation damages your nerves. Now, not just that, masturbation can make you lose your sexual stamina. That is what it can do. You see why you should stop masturbating, even do not do it, because it doesn't have any good effect on you. Apart from feeding your sexual fantasy, it has bad effects, because when you now meet your partner, you find out that what you are demanding from her will be something that is not even reasonable. So you see that it will not give you any positive effect apart from feeding your own sexual fantasy. So stop masturbation to improve your sexual health and also to avoid ED. Now, the third cause of erectile dysfunction is excessive intake of alcohol. Let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of guys saying that alcohol makes them last longer, alcohol makes them become agile. But there's some question I always ask. Have you ever sought the opinion of your partner? Have you ever asked your wife whether she has the same perception as you, she has the same opinion as you? Because alcohol causes desensitization, so it makes you lose that perception of time. Your perception of time changes. So you might be feeling that you are here for 10 hours while she's feeling that you are here for just 10 seconds. So have you ever asked her what she feels about your performance after that excessive intake of alcohol? Please do that if you've not, because like I said, alcohol causes loss of time, loss of desensitization. So please, if you want to stop your ED, if you want to clear out any form of ED from your body or even future ED, please my brother, stop taking alcohol in excess. Now alcohol has its own benefits to the body, but if you take it in excess, it's going to weaken your body, it's going to make you not last longer. Okay. Alright loves, I've come to the end of today's video. I know you must have gotten one or two things from this video. If you did, please give me thumbs up, and remember to share my videos with your friends or family members and your loved ones. Do share my videos with everyone and to everywhere shareable. Until next time, remain blessed. Bye bye.